Another video, Fix It Pros. We're fixing an Apple Series 1 watch. This one kind of came to us kind of completely destroyed, so it was like ripped off already, so it's a little difficult to kind of go from the beginning, but it's fairly simple. This is the LCD replacement. We're replacing the complete LCD because their LCD was destroyed. But this is pretty much the new kit. This costs about $75 you can buy. It's pretty easy. This was this little clip. This is a little tricky right here. This has to kind of be bent off. If you see these cables here, let me kind of give you a tweezer here. Excuse me. Get a tweezer here. This, you have to be very careful to lift this up and watch out. This is the flex cable tape, so you don't want to tear that. But this bracket right here, this is connected to it. So this piece kind of lays on top. This just has to be kind of wedged off. So you know, the way we did it was very easy. Just kind of, I don't know if you can see that here. Give you a little close up, but there's like this little tab that closes over. So that has to be pried up gently, so don't lose that. So the gist of the matter is, once you clean this out, it's pretty easy. Some videos show you have to disconnect the whole battery. I found that was unnecessary. You don't have to connect that. Just clean all this out. If you see any little debris, make sure there's no glass, or there's like an adhesive in there. Okay, so there's no glass there. And just what I like to do is just check to see if this is going to fit properly. The frame was a little bent. I had taken a little hammer to bend out the frame, but all in all, it looks pretty solid. I am going to put in a silicone glue in addition to that, so we can take this off. This is a little adhesive tape that came with it. Okay, so you want to connect this here, obviously. So we're going to use our tweezers. I don't know if you can see that. You just kind of want to bend this out a little bit, not too much. You're going to need the tweezer to, let's see if you can see that, to connect that in there. So just kind of lay it flat a little bit, as much as you can. I don't know if you're seeing that, but you just kind of have to, you'll feel it click. Okay, so it's clicking. Do a little tester before you snap on that other piece. It's a little difficult to take off. Just make sure that it's charging, or at least you see. Okay, so you see the Apple logo. This particular device has some kind of like alert message. I think it needs to be restored. Oops, look at that. Sorry about that, guys. Kind of be careful with that. Okay. Oops, wrong way. Sorry about that. A little technical difficulty there. And so just be careful with that right there. So you do see it. Okay, so everything's connected. So the next step, again, we're going to go back here, and we're going to clip on that little piece. And again, this little, I don't know if you could see that. I don't know if you could see that. See that little tab right there? That's going to go in this end, okay? So we're going to connect this over here. Better to use the tweezers. Be real careful. Probably want to put the back in first. Okay, so there's a little hook that you want to hook in, and then you can gently push this over. There you go. Oh, kind of. Okay, there you go. Okay, so there's a little hook on the back. Let's just make sure everything's working before I seal it. There's a little hook, so you just slip the back on first, and once it's hooked, then you can clamp down the front. Okay, so everything's looking pretty good. Now I'm going to use my B7000 glue. I like this glue a lot. I'm gonna, even though it has the adhesive, you know, you just don't want this thing falling apart later. And the customer gets upset because they're just looking at their watch, and then the thing falls off, and you know, with wear and tear and sweat, and they drop it. Now they're saying that you installed it incorrectly, which I've seen done, and this will also kind of make it waterproof again. At least it'll prevent sweat from getting in, or moisture. So this is always a good thing, just to put this extra adhesive, and then you're not going to have a problem this thing coming out. And then it's also like a better presentation after, nice and tight. Okay, so now we're just going to squish this down a little bit and get it in place. It's looking pretty good. Okay, and just let it dry, and it's gonna, you know, it's gonna cure overnight. Just put like a little vice clip or something, a little pressure, but you can see it's working. And that's it, my friends. That's how you repair the Apple Series 2 watch, or Apple Series 1 watch, 42 milliliter. Check it out, Fix It Pros will help you out, and we'll figure that out later, make that another video. Alright guys, thanks again so much. Please subscribe if you liked the video.